Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, Nicole then cracked the puzzle. She know about 50, maybe 60% of what's going on. She caught some interaction with Dr. Rainer and Xander and realized she wasn't that comfortable around Xander, and Xander was kind of forcing her out of town, and he was kind of being, a goon to a goon to Victor. So she on to it. She didn't solve the puzzle for the most part. She putting the pieces together, and it won't be soon. Well, it won't be long before she put the final pieces to it. But Nicole, we already know when it comes to you and secrets, they don't mix well with you. Your attitude, your demeanor, right and wrong, it doesn't fit well with you. And we know when you're supposed to do right, you end up doing the opposite. Besides telling the truth, you already hold on to it and get yourself in trouble. So, now that you know enough of the puzzle to actually solve the puzzle, you just got to get confirmation of what you know. My concern is, what are you gonna how are you gonna handle this? What you plan on doing? Do you plan on telling Eric the truth? Do you plan on keeping it, being selfish again? Like you was being selfish when it came to Eric, and that he might have a child and you didn't tell him, and a year didn't pass and you had to tell him because you didn't have no choice because the cat was out the bag. So what are you gonna do now, Nicole? That's all I got to say. Like, what are you gonna do now? We already know that you good for keeping secrets, the wrong secrets, and we know you should do the right thing, but you end up doing the wrong thing every time. So I want to know if you gonna tell the truth. I want to know, do you plan on hiding this too, letting this come out and blow up in your face like you always do? My concerns is, are you going to tell them or not? That's about it, and that's about all. Xander, do not blame Nicole for your screw up, and don't blame Nicole for your screw ups and Victor screw ups. Eventually, it was gonna come out. It was gonna come out anyways. I mean, Nicole just kind of forced it out or pushed it out, we like to say. So don't be mad at Nicole. It was going to come out sooner rather than later anyway. So with you, and you can't control yourself going around forcing this doctor out of town, getting caught out in public with the wrong type of the interaction with this lady. Um, Basically, mean mugging, watching out for this woman, talking nasty to this woman, and this the same woman that saved your girlfriend, daughter's life, and you sit up here mean mugging, harassing, bullying this woman, forcing this woman out of town. So you can't really blame Nicole. Nicole was one of those that followed the right tracks, put an investigation together in the right place at the right time, helping to catch up on some conversations and something that shouldn't be discussed with you. So you're basically told on yourself, Xander. So if you want to blame anybody, you and Victor, blame yourself. Because without you being messy, running around that hospital, going around threatening that woman every chance you got, going around what else you were doing? Going around forcing conversation with that woman, telling that woman, leave town, leave town. We paid you a buttload of money for you to be out of town. Why are you in town? Remember all that mean mugging you was doing that woman? And kept on harassing that woman. You knew you was gonna get caught, right? Like, I don't know why you so upset with Nicole for, and I don't understand why y'all mad at Nicole. So y'all mad at Nicole because she put two and two together, expose y'all of the plan, find out what y'all was doing because you couldn't control yourself, Xander, and every chance you got to confront that doctor, you was in that woman's face, grabbing that woman, touching that woman, basically having an interaction with that woman that you shouldn't be having with no doctor that's saving your girlfriend's baby. So you just told on yourself. And Victor, cut it out. That's all I'm gonna say with you. I'm not gonna cuss you out no more, old man, like I used to back in the days. And boy, wasn't them the days when I used to tell you about yourself. You know what, Victor? I didn't learn to accept you as the old, rude, ignorant man you are. So I didn't learn to ignore you and don't pay you no types of attention. Don't matter what you say anymore. I didn't learn to ignore you and don't pay you any attention, cause you ain't worth it. And why should I waste my time arguing with you when you don't know no better and you stuck in your old pitiful ways? So why should I waste my time arguing with you? Like I said, the cat out the bag. Victor, what I want you to do is deal with it. You put it out there, it wouldn't have happened if Xander would have shot his behind down. It wouldn't have happened if y'all wouldn't have paid that woman off, played switcheroo with somebody else's child. So y'all can kind of blame y'allself for this. Like I said, Nicole kind of pushed it out there, but it was going to come out eventually. Like, something was going to come up. Like, I'm glad it's coming out this way, if it come out this way. But it was gonna come out, so I don't know why y'all mad. Y'all mad because y'all got caught. Well, Xander ought to sit his behind down somewhere, and y'all wouldn't have gotten caught that quick. Now, Polly Pocket. So, you didn't hear Xander threatening that doctor on one or two occasions, but you happen to walk in on the call at the wrong time. When the call was saying, "What is this? Is it Eric baby?" You happen to walk in on that when the call said, "What is Mackenzie not his child?" You happen to walk in on that one. I mean, clear as day. You heard everything. You said exactly how she said it. So you didn't hear Xander when he threatened that woman by the elevator, and you didn't hear him the second time when he was out there in the hallway, I think, by the service desk. You didn't hear him that time when he was threatening that woman, but you heard Nicole that one time when she said this might not be Eric Child. Y'all soap operas kill me with y'all. Oh, they didn't hear them two interaction, but just so happened she happened to hear what Nicole said. Just cause Nicole said it out loud, she happened to hear that and ran with that. And Polly Pocket, we're not going to talk about your sexual escapades. We're not going to play paternity with you. You said Eric Child. I beg to differ. Well, you know what? It could be Eric Child. At this point, who cares? Like, who really cares if it's Eric's or not? I know for one thing, Mackenzie ain't none of yours though, but it's gonna kill you when the truth come out. But baby, you just gonna have to take it like you're just gonna have to take it like a lady, I guess. Because yeah, I'm sorry to say that, but you better enjoy Mackenzie while she can. You done went through all this for nothing, and I feel sorry for you in that aspect. You done had a whole year and a few months to love this child, care for this child like it was your own, named the child, then got the girl acquainted with all her family, and come to find out the child ain't none of hers. I give you my heart there, but what I don't give you my heart is how you sat there and played for a whole year, knew Eric was the father, didn't give that man a chance to bond with that child, and then not to mention, you and Zelda sat there and played around and knowing that man was a father, and Nicole also helped with that secret. That's what makes me mad about that whole situation. But we ain't gonna bring up the past. We're gonna leave you and your sexual escapades alone. We're gonna leave how y'all kept that secret away from Eric all this time with the help of Nicole and Xander and Victor. We just gonna leave all that alone and move on. I think that was all with them, if I'm not mistaken. Um, oh, okay. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, like for real, for real. Even if I don't really care for him like that much, when she right, she right, and when she wrong, she wrong. Kristen told you every bit of right. You sat here and took the word of a man that then sat there and then used you and abused you and humiliated you how many times? And he promised you power and money and you ran with it. Like, I ain't got to add on. I ain't gonna take nothing back for Kristen Reed. She read your behind for filth, and you deserve every bit of it. Because if Marlena was really your friend, like you said, Marlena is your best friend, you would have told Steven know where he can go and how far he can go. Nah, like Roman always say, it's always about you, and it's always about money and power. That's the thing that always get you and make you weak to your name. Somebody promise you a little bit of money and some power, and you all in. Don't matter how many times the man didn't use and abuse you. Don't matter how many times Stefano done made a fool out of you. Don't matter how many times he then played you, used you, and tossed you in the garbage can. It seems like you up for Stefano abuse every time he come around. And at this point, it's ridiculous, Kate. At your age, you should know your self-respect by now. Like, come on now. I don't know how much money and power you need in this world thinking you gonna take it to your grave. But once somebody then did me like that, I might give them once or twice. They would never get the third time to play with me like Stefano then played with you over multiple times. Like, when is your self-respect gonna kick in, Kay? Like, for real, for real. When is your self-respect gonna kick in? When is your light bulb gonna turn on? When can Stefano sit there and feed you that same line of bull he always feeds you, and you tell him no, and kick him in the kneecap or whatever, and walk on with your line? Are you afraid to tell Stefano no? Are you afraid to tell him I'm better than this? I'm not finna let you use me. I'm steady enough for my stuff for once in my life. I am not your slave. I'm not your flunky. You do not control me. You can't tell me what I can and can't do. When are you gonna stand up for your own self? I think you like getting abused, Kate. For real, though. I think you like getting abused, or you just love Stefano abuse. I don't know which one it is, but Kristen was right on the money. You calling yourself judging her for helping her father. Like Kristen said, that's my daddy. What you expect? He adopted me as his own child. That's my daddy. We blood. I had an excuse. Now, what was your excuse? Oh, money and power? That was your excuse? Like, Kate, sooner or later, you gonna realize you is not gonna die with all that money or that power, and you gonna learn sooner rather than later to grow up and not be Stefano idiot for the rest of your life. Like, you ain't got that much longer to live. But when are you gonna grow up? Like, really, I wanna know when you gonna grow up. Like, you ain't tired of fighting over money. You ain't tired of fighting over power. What, you in your 50s or 60s and you still around here talking about some money and power, and it's still shaking your kneecap like it did back in your younger... Whatever helps you sleep at night. If money and power help you sleep good at night, you know what, Kay? You have fun with it. It just couldn't be me. Like, sooner or later, you gonna have to just get that up. I mean, one of these days. I mean, you gonna have to find your inner self one of these days. And Steven, no, you still around here running around here talking about some Dr. Rothler brainwashed, secret fumbling, working on Marlena like you thought it was gonna work, and you ain't getting Marlena the way you want Marlena, so now you're mad, and you still calling John a flunky, but you the one running around here trying to make somebody love you that's never gonna love you, that hate your guts, hate your well-being. They would rather see you dead in the grave, but you right here calling somebody else. You know what, Stephen? Whatever helps you sleep at night. I'd rather be a flunky that I know somebody that loves me and love me back just as hard as I love them than to sit there and try to brainwash somebody that's never gonna love me unless a little mad scientist come and brainwash her or put a chip in her head. You calling John all these love names, but I'm trying to figure out, you calling John these names, what does that make you chasing behind a woman that's never gonna love you? And how's that gonna change your life? Is Marlena brainwashed, fall in love with you or whatever? You know that can be reversed, right? And you know what? Again, this is before my time. Y'all said she was brainwashed. He was his lady of the night for a while. Then she got unbrainwashed. I guess that first brainwashing hypnotized him and he like a snake. When he see Marlene and he just got to have her. And I guess he think it's cool right here running behind a woman that's never gonna love him. And then again, you calling John a flunky and all this, and you sitting up here running behind that same flunky, running behind that same flunky, his wife, trying to make whatever helps you sleep at night. Now let's get on to the strange part of the episode. Clyde, I just want to know one or two things from you, and that's about it. And then we gonna get into the main event. You and Orpheus did a thing together when y'all was trying to blow up Salem. I remember that. I called y'all the Three Stooges. I actually reviewed that time when y'all was up there calling y'all self, you, Clyde, and Xander calling y'all self trying to blow up Salem. And y'all wanted y'all revenge on the people that y'all had a grudge with, and y'all had this big old plan how y'all was gonna turn Salem belly up and blow up the whole city of Salem and kill everybody in Salem. Remember y'all little crazy plan? Okay, Clyde, y'all had all this time together. The way you tell the story, you knew Orpheus had a son, but you didn't know that son was Christian. Okay, fine. I'm gonna give you that one. I'm gonna let you have that one. Orpheus came and see you in prison, asked you to help him. You agreed to help him. You didn't know he had a son back then. You didn't know his son was in California with Jordan, and the key was in a lockbox in California with Jordan. Okay, fine. You didn't know his son was gonna be involved. But you make it seem like you never knew about Evan, but you really did know about Evan. You mean to tell me while y'all was thinking, while y'all was talking with all these big plans, how y'all gonna blow up Salem and take over the world, you mean to tell me that he didn't never mention the son to you? I don't believe that for 1 second. He mentioned the son for you, our son to you. You just never knew how important this son was going to be up until now when he ended up kidnapping his child that Rafe had custody, well, was about to get custody of and about to make his legal son. That's when you put two and two together when Ben said his real name and not Eben Frears. That's when you realize, oh shoot, that's Orpheus' son. That's why you were looking strange and you were looking weird and peed on yourself when Ben mentioned Christian Mattis. That's when you got all scared and got all blue in the face, and Ben asked you what do that name mean to you, and how you said it might be my fault but not really my fault that they ended up hooking up and ended up having a child together, ended up dating then having a child together. So we can say this is your fault again, Clyde. Well, not really. It was an honest mistake. Like, you didn't know he had a son back then you found out he had a son, and you realized you kind of put them together because Orpheus was on the run. They thought he was dead, and he was trying to play dead while trying to be undercover. And that's when you found out, probably somewhere along there, that he had a son, and you ended up connecting them together thanks to Orpheus, because Orpheus had his son out there in California who would probably visit Jordan, probably try to ease in on Jordan, play around like he was friendly and a friend, and that's why they ended up getting together. Um, Ben, you got yourself a long road ahead of you. This is March now. I'll say about sometime at the end of this year, you should get out. You know it's March. I might give you maybe July, August, September if you lucky, depending on how long Evan and Orpheus. Well, they ain't gonna never catch Orpheus because they ain't caught him all this time, and he loved to play dead. So I'm saying by the end of this year, you might end up getting out, depending on how long they gonna push this Orpheus thing. I'm kind of hoping and praying they let Orpheus stay around for a little bit while longer, because I kind of like Orpheus and his crazy, and I'll take him any day over Clyde and his nastiness. So I kind of enjoy Orpheus when he around, cause he all his screws loose in his head, so I kind of like him around and his crazy self talking about blowing up people and stuff. So, and another thing that kills me, now Orpheus, you admitted that you was never around Christian when he was growing up. You happened to come in later into his life. Then when you realized he was your son, I guess you took over, or at least let Evan know you a Christian, know you somehow. How you telling this man to go ahead and tell this child that that's his daddy, that you his dad, but you were never there? You were never there for Evan growing up. Got you forcing your son and pushing your son to go ahead and tell David that that's his son. I don't get it and I don't understand it. Like I said, all these criminals and their sons with criminals with them. We got Clyde and Ben and Jordan. Now we got Evan and Orpheus. It's somebody else. We got all these criminals around here raising criminals as children. I cannot and I will not. Princess, y'all think Princess Gina gone? I don't think she gone. I don't trust a mad scientist, especially somebody right here. They got a wake up serum. 1 minute you dead, the next minute they stabbing you in your chest, and the next moment you wide awake right here walking and talking. I don't trust Dr. Ruffin Falls. I can throw him. I'm pretty sure that Hope not gone, because like Princess Jenny was begging and pleading for him to please don't do it, please don't do it, please let me live. I pretend like I'm Hope, so I ain't gonna give up on Princess Gina too early, but I don't think she gone. I think Hope there, but I bet you the other 50% or 60%, I bet you Princess Gina there, and I wouldn't be surprised or shocked if she come out, cause she already put out the plan there. Let me pretend like I'm Hope, and I done did it for a whole year, so let me run around with that and watch me play them again and fool them again. So I think she's still there. Unless I see otherwise or somebody else tell me otherwise, I think she's still there. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Keep y'all selves safe from this coronavirus, and have a good night or good morning. Bye.